let's just jump into it. Introduce yourself, your company, and the type of work you do, and then we'll jump into uh, your new role, your new gig that you've jumped into. But just start with that introduction, if you would.
Yeah, so my name is Monish Khadye, and along with my wife Michelle, we own a company in Brisbane, which is on the east coast of Australia, and it's called Khadye Design and Construction. And basically, we do renovations, extensions, or remodeling, as you'd call them, or additions. And we actually raise houses and build another story underneath and things like that. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And yeah, mostly in the Brisbane region. We've got 4 staff, full-time staff, and plus a small collection of very loyal professional subcontractors.
Yeah, and you all recently added a new member to the Cartier family, right?
Yeah, we had a baby 6 months ago. His name's Max, and yeah, I think out of everything I've achieved in my life, this is probably the most fulfilling thing that's happened. And also given the fact that by the time Max came along, we were set up, so I had plenty of free time to actually take a couple of weeks off and things like that too. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. And how long have you been in business?
I think 3.5, just over 3.5 years now. We started in January 2019.
Got it. And that new gig that I mentioned is that you are a client turned coach. You've joined the construction leading edge team, and you'll be coaching a cohort in our Systematize Your Construction Business program. So the question is, why? Why did you want to become a coach on our team?
Well, when we went through, before you and I got involved, as a career professionally, I guess, I've got a trade myself. I've done a diploma. I've been to uni, done construction management. I used to be a commercial project manager, doing pretty big dollar amounts, both here, and I've worked in London as well. So career-wise, profession-wise, that was all great. When we started the business, during that time, I've read plenty of like self-help books and business books and things like that, which most people that are ambitious to start a business do. Once we did start the business, as the first year went along, and the first year and a half, I guess, it became glaringly obvious that it's a complete different set of skills to building, like actually designing and building a business compared to designing and building a project, for example. And so I've been listening to your podcast since, I think it was 2014 or 2015, whenever you first started. Like, I remember Lean Construction was the very first podcast I listened to back then. And I just thought I'd reach out to you. And I knew, you do work with American clients. I wasn't sure if the time zones weren't going to work out, but I figured I'd reach out, see how we go. And when I did was when, we fell pregnant. So I knew I need to get this sorted ASAP. Otherwise I'm going to be struggling. But then once you came on board and, introduced me to the tools and resources that you've designed very specifically to help construction business owners, and what a difference it's made to my life personally, like over these last more than 12 months ago now. And, I went from, and I've always, it's kind of the way construction works here. I always worked a 6-day week, 12-hour days and things like that. When I had the business, it was probably 7-day weeks and just non-stop. To me, having a lot more free time, and also I think, just like yourself, I'm really about systems and processes and things like that. I just didn't know what they were before you introduced me to them. So now that I have the free time, the business is still continuing its growth, but it's now continuing its growth at the speed of my staff. And, we don't want to grow too big, too quick and kind of forego all those things. So we're at this happy period where we have to let these guys, give them room to succeed basically and grow. And so as I've now got the free time, I thought, as our discussions went along, what do I do? And I had all these crazy ideas, like go and do developments, this and that. I'm just one of those type of people. I just have to do more and more and more. And then, you know, as I say, it's your fault for flagging the idea that maybe I should come along and help you coach. And I figured that'd be a great experience. Like I really enjoy mentoring our guys, and I've done that professionally within our project teams previously as well. So I figured there's obviously plenty of people in my position that could use this help, and me having the experience of, you know, not having these tools and then having them and how it's changed my business, I could probably give them feedback on what works, what doesn't, and how to best use these tools as well. And yeah, I just thought it'd be pretty cool to have a crack at it and see how many people I can help out.
Yeah. Well, I won't take all the blame for your situation. You are the best executor, the best implementer I've ever worked with, because I would describe you as a wood chipper for goals. Because if you set a goal and you said you were going to do something, then it really had no chance. It was going to happen. So yeah, I couldn't imagine a better person, especially with your experience, the results you've seen over the past, and really in the 12 months that you focused on that. So really happy to have you on the team.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.